everyone, my name is Uthris, and welcome back to some Kerbal Space Program on the channel. And we have returned just now from picking Bob back up from Min-Miss. I think it was like a 30-day trip in addition to however many days he was out there for. But he did have a little bit of science to bring home, and that kind of allowed us to go ahead and finish out this tree. Which means we are now, I guess, 4 tiers in to the save. And this is kind of, you know, I would say the middle tier. It's kind of when you start a little bit more of your advanced constructions on things. Anything else afterwards are obviously nice to haves. But I truly think that once you get through this tier here, you can pretty much go anywhere at any time and kind of do anything in the game in a way. I could be wrong. Again, it's been so long since I played this that could be different nowadays. So, let's go to mission control. Let's see. We got the temperature survey still because we failed at doing that mission. Let's see if there's anything for the moon. Nope, but there's a lot of Min-Miss stuff going on. But I do want to head back to the moon and actually do a successful landing with a full lander configuration. So if we go into the vehicle assembly building, this is obviously our little spacecraft that we were using. This is going to go into the trash. And we are going to go ahead and bring an MK2 command module. There we go, look at that. That looks good. And let's first start off with designing the lander. Actually, let's just actually straight up start with a lander. So we're gonna bring a lander can. Looks pretty good. At the top, we need to do a clampatron, just like so. Very straightforward there. Electrical wise, we do have these little panels. So we can grab those and then maybe just rotate them 1 click, 2 clicks, just to get them a little bit more aligned here. Yeah, that's fine. So, you know, a little bit more vertical will allow for more sunlight capture while the sun is maybe at the top. I also want to bring a battery pack for this. It's very important to do that. And then we will just simply move this down into the cab to hide it. Very good. Now this is the thing going down to the moon. And let's do lander MK1. So, how is this thing going to get back to the moon? There's kind of two thought processes for this. You can either have a lander that can both go down and come back up just fine, without having to stage or anything like that. It's just kind of a self-contained unit. Or you can have something that can be staged. The advantage for being a staged unit is that you'll hopefully have a lighter craft going back up to rendezvous with your command module, and you can leave some weight and thrusters behind to do that. So that is kind of the method that I personally use. Okay, no, don't want that, don't like that. So we need to decide on how this is going to work. Now obviously this plus the small spark engine, right? This is 541 meters a second of delta V. This might be enough to get us back to orbit itself, this little module here. It might be. It may be. So let's try that, and then also let's try the Ant liquid fuel engine. 184, yeah, versus 541. I really like the exposed It's just such a really clean looking engine there, like that. All right, so other fuel tanks. Do we want to bring monopropellant? I don't think so. We'll make ourselves a little lighter by not doing that, and we don't necessarily need it for any sort of docking maneuver. But I'm gonna go ahead and bring 2 external kind of tanks for this. If we move these in line, the spacecraft, that would be ideal. Okay, it's not wanting to do that. Hold on. There we go. I can move these up into the cab, kind of like that. So this whole lower bit is what's going to come back up from the moon. This should have enough thrust to come back. I say should. Kind of never know. So something that we need to test is number 1, I need to make sure that we have full fuel flow from here to here. Very good. And number 2, we need to make sure that this unit here, if I move it all the way up to here, or about to there, I would say about to there, can be used to stage without anything massively exploding here. It's super important that that happens for this vessel to function nicely. We're also going to, can I click on the engine? No. I need to remove the shroud from this engine here. There we go. That way this can be positioned nicely. Might be able to even take it all the way up to there. Okay, let's test this real quick. I'm going to consider testing on the launch pad like this, little components, to be an actual test. So we might be able to save things here. Okay, so bills, whatever. All right, let's see if this launches. Woo! Okay, let's revert to vehicle assembly. Okay, that's the most common issue when you're staging something like this. So let's move it down to say there. And then do a secondary test here with Samantha Kerbin, or the pilot. We just gotta find the distance where that doesn't really happen. Wow. All right, well, we did about 20 flips in the air. Nice. Nice. Vehicle assembly. I would say that might be okay. That right there might be okay to happen. So, now let's talk about the lower stage and how that's going to function. Inside of here, we're going to put some fuel tanks. Just like that. Okay. Very good. And then engines-wise, we will I guess attach 4 of these. Straight vacuum. That's 225. Okay, that's pretty good. So these engines here will be our actual landing engines. Very lovely. Nice, clean, simple design. And then if we go to landing gear, nice thing is that we can do something like that for our lander. So this is a nice little lander, I hope. And what we can do is bring some science aboard. I'm not going to bring the Science Junior. There's kind of no point for that. But we can bring a couple goo canisters. A couple of these with like a thermometer in the middle to look like something kind of special there. Okay, very good. So let's proceed with another test. This is just another decouple test and see what happens. Okay, so it blows up dramatically, which is definitely not ideal. Let's revert this back to launch and see what that's like without the thrusters on. Yep, that's about what I expected there. So the problem with this is just simply the collision of everything once they have become separated. That's a common issue with this lander type design. And I wonder if I can get around that by potentially using a fairing of some kind. Kind of keep everything nice and tight in there. And then maybe we can attach the landing portion there. So I'm just trying things out at this point, see what works. In fact, we might need just a normal tiny decoupler to hook that onto. so good. I mean, it looks kind of interesting, but it kind of doesn't function the way that I would hope it would function. So I do have a small engine plate. No, we don't have the smallest one. Okay. Let's see about aerodynamics. Do we have just like a structural tube? Doesn't look like it. Darn it. I really wanted this to be a two-stager. Alright, let's move this up to where it was. Before I added all the fuel onto it, I'm going to test this again real quick to see how well this separates. And if we get no explodey bang bang. Okay, so we did you know, a double front flip. Oh man, revert to vehicle assembly. It's real tough. I really wish the collision of this thing was just the ring itself. That would be so nice. But it obviously has some sort of weird collision going on with it. Okay, let's try this and into there. And then a couple of these. Move this up into there. I'll rotate this. Kind of like that. I think that's a better look. Then try the landing gear again. These are the things you gotta do and test, you know? Just to get something that looks pretty interesting. I wish I had like a fill. Some way to like fit. Like, this is why I like to move the bags in one closer, but it doesn't seem to be wanting to cooperate with us if anything is close to this main engine deal. Ooh, that was good. That was a good separation. All right. Revert to vehicle assembly. I'm going to try moving the frame up by a click and see what that does. Just get this a little tighter. Try 2 clicks just to see. Nothing appears to be touching, but you never know. Maybe if the bottom part has a bit of weight, it might function a little bit better. All this testing. You guys have watched 20 minutes of just dumb. Okay. That got stuck. That's bad. That's bad. That wasn't good. All right, let's try 1 click down. I mean, looks-wise, this is okay. I just wish there was something I could do to even this out. Okay. Okay, nope. That simulation went poorly. And then I guess we're back down to kind of exactly where we were just a moment ago. Okay, well, let's try and move these in a click or two. See if we can get that inside the frame, if that'll work out. Look, I know everyone watching is just like, what, just get to the moon already, land, get your science. And then, no, Uthris tries to build things. This is what I enjoy, the testing, the, like, everything else. The flying's cool, but coming up with a neat design like that, you know, and leaving this behind, I mean, you have to admit, that's gonna be pretty nice looking. All right. Revert to vehicle assembly. That looks like a successful test for us. Here. And then that means we can go ahead with some... Wow, they changed the looks of the lights a little bit, didn't they? It's kind of cool. There we go, we got 2 lights at the bottom. And we can get 2 lights at the top, I think. For docking visualization. Actually, just try using these lights. They honestly just might be better. Something like that. Okay, I think this is our little lunar lander, so we can go ahead and save this. Just like that. Good to go. And let's go ahead and flip it upside down. And start designing the rest of the rocket. Under this, you can do it this way, or you can additively kind of load this after designing the rocket itself, but I'm going to design the whole thing together. I think that's going to be the best. Let's do some coupling, Lampatron here, and then our MK2 command pod. Awesome. Give this a little payload. Service modules are kind of big, aren't they? Let's try maybe putting a Science Junior in here, followed by this, and then move this up. See how that works. Shroud off, okay, and then the Science Junior, open doors, close doors. Let's see if the Science Junior can actually run. Sometimes, you know, if the doors can't open, the module will not run. So I just want to make sure that the storage unit, even though it's clipping inside another item, is not creating any sort of long-term problem with conducting material studies. It is not. Very good. Let's revert our flight. Vehicle assembly. All right. And then I wanted to bring a container unit inside this crate. Kind of like that. To store any science-y stuff. And then we can get a thermal heat shield. Something bigger than that. Oh, too big. There we go. So this is the bit returning back to Kerbin. Utilities. We're gonna go with 2 drone chutes and 1 main parachute on here. Just like that. That looks fine. Let's talk about some communication. The rover itself is going to have a little communitron here. Something like that. Looks good. And then our main command module is going to have a little relay dish like that. Okay. Boop, boop, boop. Let's talk about these 2 drone chutes. Set that up to there. Very nice. And then the main chutes there. Good. Coupling, 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 coupling. T18 coupler. And then underneath the coupler, here we go. We finally get to do it. We finally get to put a fairing over this whole thing. Lovely. I need to first kind of, hold on, stop. I need to still the legs. Start retracting. Thank you. And now we can edit the fairing. Build fairing. Okay, gonna come out a little bit here. And then it's just gonna be a nice solid tube. Okay, not quite wide enough. Come out. I have to make sure it's wide enough to cover up the legs. Legs stick out just a hair, but you know what? That's okay. There we go. That is our packaged deal. Just like that. Awesome. Okay, so this huge thing here that weighs a total of 6.78 tons. This is the thing that needs to go to the, got my cat. There you go. Alright, now that the cat has been removed from the room, so I don't have to hear him meowing the whole time. Okay, so this is the payload going to the moon. Very nice, very nice. I'm gonna go ahead and just for structural reasons, just get like 2 struts on this. Just to prevent any sort of weird wobbling, because this connection port is super narrow, so doing that I think will help with stability a little bit. Alright, fuel tanks. Fuel tanks, fuel tanks. So we're gonna widen this out at this point to something like this. Paint this up like that. And the engine we will bring is a Poodle. Poodle engines are fairly good. The ISP in vacuum is 350, which is better than the Terrier. So this is hopefully going to be a good stage to get us to the moon and get the orbit circularized once we're there. At least I hope so. Something that I need to do is I want to put a couple panels on this. Just in case, you know, you kind of never know if you're gonna need to rotate your craft a bit into the sunlight. Okay, so from there, let's talk about shroud. Okay, fine. Single bell. Ooh, there's a single bell variant. That's kind of cool looking. Let's use that. That's a little bit different than what I normally use. So that looks cool. Grab a not D18, D25. Coupler there. Okay. And then from here, let's talk about the main sail. And this is going to be probably something way bigger than I want, but is what it is. We're going to be using the skipper engine down below. Is there a variant to this? Oh, there is. Look at that. Yeah. Do something like that. Very clean. Very clean. All right, so we're gonna bring this whole thing up there. All right, that's fine. And for boosters, we're gonna use hydraulic releases. And we're going to use, how are these? These are big boy engines here. What's the thrust on these? 1,000. Oh boy. They weigh 51 tons. But I haven't used them before, and I kind of want to use them. So that's what we're gonna do. Okay, so that's pretty good there. And then we can talk about these. Maybe for our aerodynamic head cones. We're just gonna drop the solid fuel, liquid fuel limit's gonna be 0. But there we go. They're just gonna be for looks. Yeah, we're gonna do that. And then this one's, I wonder what, it's like a gray panel. Nah. Can't go wrong with kind of the Atlas engine look by just doing kind of the orange, you know? There we go. So this thing is hopefully going to take us to the moon. Here. Okay, awesome. And then this is going to fire partway up into the flight. In fact, we don't need all this thrust. We're gonna key this back to 70%, something like that, which will be good. Structural wise, we will make sure it's connected at the top and bottom of the rocket. We don't want any crazy wobbles. Boom, boom, boom. This gets thrown into there. Okay, separation there. Poodle. This will probably happen more here. What's the separation look like for this? So let's do maybe 3 sides for the fairing. Okay. I think this is a pretty good looking little rocket here. I'm hoping it works. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom. Okay, that's all the return. This, boom, boom. All right, I think our staging is correct. I'm gonna put Samantha in there. And then we will go ahead and bring this thing out to the flight pad. Okay, we are on the launch pad. It looks pretty good. Here we go. Please fly. Oh. All right. Well, if it was able to lift off, that's progress. We are burning through full fuel. I have concerns about that. Definitely have some concerns about that. Let me get this thing. Okay, okay. It's upside down. I need to go heading 270 because our control from here point is the Lunar module, which is currently upside down, which is a little awkward. Little awkward. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. See if we can't salvage this a little bit. Yeah. Come on. Yeah. No. Nope. Jettison that out. Double drone chutes deployed. And then the final drone chute is also deployed. Well, that was kind of awkward. Not really the outcome I was hoping for us. For our inaugural flight. Oh, okay. This is still going pretty fast. I need to undock the module here. Whee! That's not what I need to be flying in. That could be part of it. Could be not part of it. I'm just curious. I feel like that might have been part of it. Holy heck. Look at this thing go. It is so loud. Oh my god. It wiggles. It wiggles. It wiggles a lot. That doesn't bode well. My supports are still there. I just don't know why it's wiggling so much. Who heckin' knows? Oh lord. Okay, this thing flies awful. This is real bad. Real bad. It's so awkward. And then the Poodle engine, I don't think it's enough. This might be a case of bringing too much fuel for the job. $4,000. I'm gonna hold at 60 degrees over. I'm just gonna hold like this. See if we can somehow get higher. We need to get a bunch higher on this. I mean, like this, the rocket looks pretty good. Looking good and functioning well are two different things, though. You can see how much we're drifting sideways. We're really only keeping about 5,000 meters up ahead of our current rocket state, which is awful. We get higher and higher and higher and higher. We're at 40,000. Okay, keep going, keep going, keep going. 44, 45. So we are kind of getting ahead of our spacecraft. All right, we're going prograde now. Okay, can't go prograde just yet. I think 40 degrees is probably ideal. Try and get our apoapse to that 70,000 mark. It's gonna need it. We're 7,000 ahead of the current craft. 64. Alright, we're almost 10,000 ahead, so I'll go back to prograde. I think we have enough altitude now. In this flight, I am way over engineering this thing. It's way too heavy. It doesn't really have a great amount of thrust to weight ratio. It's wobbly, you know? But we've gotten it to roll over, which is phase 1. At this point, it's almost time for our fairing to uncover. Boom. There we go. So we're using a Poodle liquid fuel engine for this phase. 3000 Delta V total on it, which honestly should be enough at this point to get us to the moon. And if it's not, I'm going to be extremely disappointed. Our little lander can. Oof. Okay. Can't believe we were able to salvage this flight a little bit. In this spacecraft in general. It is, there's a lot of flaws in it. If I had to guess, mostly it's a thruster weight problem. It's mostly that. But hey, look at this. This is our little craft with a lander on it. Getting us all the way out here. And we'll also hopefully get us to orbit the moon. I think I want about 96,000 circularized orbit here. And we will warp out. Very good. And can I warp to here? So we can see the moon come into focus. Lovely. Warp a little bit closer to periaps. Okay. Start the burn. All right, 98, 95, not too bad. Let's go ahead and get this a little bit more, just standard east-west sort of orbit here. Awesome. Okay, just like that. Very good. All right, I think that's fair. That's okay. All right, at this point, we are moving to phase 2 of the moon landing. We're going to conduct a material study for one thing. Cool, 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 cool. Transfer data to that. Okay, close doors and good to go there. All right. Go ahead, do this. And I guess I can't transfer crew through the current item, which is totally fine. We can do it this way. Systems check. System checks. Looks good. Boarding the lander. Lights being toggled on. All right, lovely. So we're going to mark this as control from here. And we are going to undock. Bill, keep the lights on. Be careful. We are away. And we will now go to our deep orbit burn. That'll hopefully just put us nice and easy onto the moon. Of course, this is going to be a nighttime deorbit burn. Ugh, of course it is. All right. I'm going to manually stage this. I just don't trust pressing spacebar right now. All right, all 3 thrusters are engaged. Okay, getting periaps down. Something like that. That way we can zip around quickly. Boop, 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 boop. At least hopefully quickly. If our battery life can start recharging, that would be great too. Oh wow, we have... Okay. Blocked by Kerbin. There it is. Direct sunlight. Direct sunlight. Okay. Our panels are working. which is obviously ideal. And at this stage, I hate how, like, I go to the map view and it just zooms my camera out every time. This is not very quickly decelerating, which is a concern that I have right now. But we'll see how this goes. Just gonna point retrograde and see what happens here. See, it keeps doing that. I really wish it didn't. Alright, we got lights on. Actually, I'm gonna turn them off to get some power back. Does this thing have enough thrust to do this? I'm a little concerned about that. Is our second landing on the moon going to end in tragedy, just like Jebediah? I sure hope not. But you know what? It might. I think it is. Yeah, it totally is. We're at radar altitude. Oh no. I can't pump any more thrust out of this. Emergency procedure. May not be enough still. May not be enough still. Holy hell. Oh, why is it every time this happens? Alright, our emergency procedures seem to have worked. Which is good. I'm glad it worked. We still have 900, about 1,000 meters a second of thrust left. So, you know, we'll take it. It's just, let's do a crew report. Okay, it's EVA. Ooh. EVA report. We're on the Midlands. Okay. We'll take a surface sample. Awesome. I'm glad I decided to plan B that really hard. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. No, 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 no. Don't. Stop. 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 Please stop. Okay. 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 Here we are. The side of a crater. Trying real hard not to slide like we are. Come on. Okay. We stopped. Thank goodness. Well, I guess there's nothing for us to do but straight up try to get up to the command module. This is not going to be a long-term stay by any means. I don't want it to be, because this mission has already taken way too long to get right. Okay. Can I come down real fast? Don't slide. I want to get that moon rock. Okay? That's all I want. Don't go anywhere. Please do not slide down into this valley. Oh. Oh no. Recover. Samantha! Samantha, stop! Stop rolling! Please. Okay. Okay, you're fine. You're fine. You're fine. You're fine. You're fine. Look, there's a moon rock right over there. Just go get it. And you'll be okay. I'm so bad at this game. Alright. 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 Boom. And pick up moonstone. Awesome. 120 science, just like that. Boom. Let us grab our capsule and give this a go. We've got to try and make it. Oh. Make it back now. All right, so it's basically right above us. Gonna fast forward a little bit of time. All right. Let's go. Yeah. Trying to get the ascending node to 0. All right, and now just increase the height. I hope this works. I really do. Okay, nope, it's not working quite yet. Okay. to elongate my orbit here. We don't have enough thrust. That is our closest approach. That is not very much time. Okay, because of that, it's EVA. Take all this data. This thing is not going to redock. 0% chance of it redocking. And might as well port it. Okay. Going to switch to our lander, or our command module. And Bill, oh man, is going to have a hard time here. Because he doesn't have really much to work with when it comes to this. So we're going to try and get our target velocity killed a bit. See if we can't bring this down for a better intercept. Okay, no. Add maneuver. And then slow. Hold on. Add a maneuver here, maybe. And slow it. Okay. What can I do here? What can I do here? I don't have much time to like think about this. Our closest approach is nowhere near this thing. Okay, and out. Maybe speed it up. No, that doesn't look good either. What's this? That might be the best we got. It's like a 4-second burn and we're at the maneuver. Okay. Delete the maneuver node. Okay, we are set to target, which is good. And so when we get close, like say here, I'm going to just kill a relative velocity to the target. Hopefully this works. And our orbits will become a little bit more in position. Actually, I think this needs some time to work, so I need to actually like let it work. Okay, we almost relative. All right, very good. We are relative to it. We're gonna burn towards it. As much as possible here. All right. There we go. Where is it? Okay, it's right there. Okay, then we're gonna point retrograde, or try to. How's our electrical charge? Okay, we have the electrical charge for days. Extend our antenna. So now we just get closer to it. Change vessel, EVA, take our data. Where is it? It's around here, right? Yep, okay, there it is. Quickly hop over. Oh man, this is why I love this game. Like, everything goes great until it doesn't. Grab and board. Boom. Let's get out of here. All right, new target's gonna be Kerbin. All right, that thing's going to crash back down. So we essentially don't care about it. I don't know what happened to my sound, but my sound isn't working. A little weird. But we'll go back out past the moon. Here. Okay, awesome. What happened to my sound? Did I like press something? No, everything's fine. Okay, well, at least we have the music. All right, now we go retrograde. Let's give it a little bit for the moon to get some separation here. Okay, and we're looking for that nice, good, 35, 40,000 periaps through the atmosphere. And 60, 50. There's 35,000. We are good to go. Go ahead and warp here. Boom, 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 boom. We actually have some potential intercepts for our target little spacecraft that we don't want to actually go to. Okay, periaps has stayed the same. So I guess at this point, we can go ahead and do that. We will retract the antenna for insertion. And here we go. Speed it up. Another nighttime insertion. Of course it is. Why not? That's pretty much everything else in this game for us. Awesome. Things are heating up a little bit. We'll maybe let's rotate a little. There we go. Found equilibrium. Apoaps is coming down very quick. Periaps we haven't even reached yet, so I think this is going to be a full capture. Oh yeah, definitely is. Periaps is now negative, so looks like we're going into the ocean, right on the other side of the Space Center. Very good. So I'm gonna count this as a half mission success. We haven't gotten a good, clean mission to the moon, onto the ground, and back. But sometimes, you just might not get that. And I'm okay with it. Let's jettison the heat shield. Oh, heat shield almost killed us. It's a normal day. But I had to get rid of it just for the sake of weight. It is a little heavy. Alright, coming down. Drill chute should fully open. Okay. They have opened. And then our main chute opens. So we're coming down about 9 meters a second. Get rid of extra weight by losing some panels. Hopefully this thing stays together, because this will be a decent amount of science to move us up to our first science in the new tech tree area. And here's splashdown. We did it. We fell apart. But you know what? That's stored in there. Let's recover our vessel. We sheared off. Very good. Come on, load. We have 411 total science. Bill is now a level 1 engineer. Samantha is level 2 pilot. Okay, heavier rocketry, precision propulsion. That's a good one. Advanced fuel systems. That's for some RCS controls. Bigger fuel tank. Specialized construction for better clampatrons. Yep. Supersonic flight. Some heavier landing options. Specialized controls. The command module. MK3 and MK2 lander can. Advanced constructions, EVA fuel cylinders, okay. Precision engineering. All right, tell you what, let's do this. Let's get some advanced powers, okay? And then let us talk about, do I have any probes modules yet? I don't think I have any good probe modules yet. I could be wrong. Do we have any probe modules here for unlocking? Because I wouldn't mind, we've been to the moon, we've been to Minmus, I wouldn't mind setting up some sort of satellite sort of functionality, you know? That might be good. Reaction wheel module, fly-by-wire, avionics, advanced flight controls. I would have thought I would have gotten something. And we have a few things based on the vehicle assembly building. I believe. Yeah. Okay, we have this one. This is the one that I was looking for. So as long as we have this, we're fine. Okay, good. Don't need to worry about that then. Great. So we can manage with that. Oh no, not back to the VIB. We need to go back to the Science Center. Science Center. These missions are getting longer and longer. Okay. I think I want the precision engineering for satellites. So we'll do that. Cool. All right, with that, we're going to go ahead and end this episode here. It was a doozy. I'm going to be editing stuff through here because it just took too long to get things going. Otherwise, another successful mission under our belt. We need to actually do some real missions for some money. And I think we need to do that by... honestly, none of these are very great. Repair a satellite in orbit. That might be cool, since we want to do some satellite stuff. Anyways, send a Kerbal engineer and pack some repair kits. You need to repair the OX4W 3x2 panels on the vessel. That might be good. Just for some money and stuff. So with that, look forward to some satellites and some more interesting launches. I think at this point we're going to kind of switch to more of a speed build format. So missions will be completed quicker and with more of a voice overlay type of thing. That might just be better.